Hello and welcome to Virtual Service Catalog. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to use Virtual Service Catalog to quickly view the virtual service environments, or VSEs, and all of the available virtual services that are deployed to those VSEs across your environment. That means that you can easily see whether there are existing services that you can reuse rather than having to create a new one. You can also see whether those services are currently up or down. So let's go ahead and log in. I'm going to enter my username, password, and click Login. And the first thing that you'll see after you log in is the Home tab. So to view available services, just click View All Virtual Services. And here you can see a list of all the available virtual services across your environment. It's probably worth noting that Virtual Service Catalog generates this list by connecting to each enterprise dashboard in your environment, and then it looks at all the virtual services that are deployed to a VSE. The connections to the enterprise dashboards are configured by an administrator. So if you're looking for services on a specific registry or a VSE and you don't see it, you might need to reach out to your administrator to get it added. Now, it's very helpful to see all the available services in one place, but the downside is that you might have a lot of information to sift through in this initial view. For example, if you scroll down, you can see that there are several pages of services listed here. So the first thing that I want to show you is how to navigate this tab to narrow your results and find exactly what you're looking for. So first up, there's a Show Hide columns up here that lets you hide any columns that aren't important to you. For example, I might not care about group tag or execution mode, and hiding those columns frees up a little more real estate for the things that I do care about. You can also click any column heading to sort your results by that column. So let's say you want to find a service with a specific data protocol. So if I click that heading, you can see that the sorting column is highlighted and a little arrow by the column name shows whether it's an ascending or descending sort. Now this is sorted by data protocol in ascending order, and it looks a little weird here because the services without a protocol are showing up at the top. If I click the column header again, I switch the sorting direction, and now you can see that it's sorted in descending order. And it is worth noting you are limited to a single column sort, so you can only sort by one column at a time. Now sorting is nice and it helps, but there's still a lot of services to scroll through. So to help you reduce the number of services that you have to look through, there's also a search feature. So you can enter a keyword in the search field of any column header and then press enter to search for that keyword. For example, I can look for a service that's on a specific registry. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and expand the registry column a little bit so that you can clearly see that there are multiple registries here. And let's say I only care about services that are on one registry. So I can enter that registry name and press enter. And you can see that my list of services are now restricted to that one registry. A really nice feature of the search is that unlike sort, you can combine your keywords in multiple columns. So if I go and type car in the name column, the results show only those services with car in the name and that are in the specified registry. And now if at any time you want to clear your search criteria, just click the X in the search field. Also, if for some reason you think that the data in this tab might be stale, you can manually refresh at any time by clicking the refresh icon. There is no automatic refresh in Virtual Service Catalog, so if you want to refresh the data, you need to either click the refresh icon or close the tab and reopen it. Now, you might have noticed that most of the data in the operations path column appears to be truncated. If you have a service with multiple operations, this tends to happen, and typically you can't expand the column wide enough to see them all. But if you hover over the More, you can see a list of all the operations in a tooltip. Now, there's a lot of useful data in this tab to help you find an existing service, but it is still possible that you might not be able to tell whether a particular service will work for your needs. But you can also drill down into additional information for any service listed here. And to do that, you either click the name in the operations path column or the link in the name column. And that's going to open up a new tab that shows additional detail. And here you can see each of the operations in the service. And when you click an operation, the request and response data for that operation shows up in the specific section on the right side of the page. Also, if you have an operation with a request body, you can also see the raw request by clicking Show Raw Request. And that's really all there is to using Virtual Service Catalog. If you are an administrator and you need help with the installation or configuration of either Virtual Service Catalog or Identity and Access Manager, you can find additional videos in the DevTest DocOps space. And to get there, just click the help icon in the top right corner of the page. So that's about it. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for viewing it, and this concludes using Virtual Service Catalog.